Hello, 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 beloved souls. It's Divine Feminine Friday, or Friday as we put it. So, we just had that full moon in Virgo last Friday, right? Beautiful Divine Feminines. That was a lot. It was really intense. It was really intense. We're ending Pisces season. We've just moved into Aries season. Happy birthday to all of us Aries and all fire signs. But that's an energy of initiation and motivation and fire and getting things started. They're the baby of the zodiac, right? So it's that innocence and that play and that just like that childlike wonder and just really like just believing that everything is going to work out for the greatest good, right? Rams are also, I mean, Aries are also rams, right? So they bang their way through things, through walls, through doors. It doesn't matter what it is, they're going to make their way through. So using that energy to really kickstart any of the projects that we might have been thinking or dreaming into existence during the Pisces season, which was really about introspection and creativity and tapping into our intuition and getting our emotions all cleared out, right? Now Aries is here like, all right, let's take those ideas, let's ground them into the ground, let's get our feet planted in the ground, and let's get going, right? I want to play with this stuff. I want to do it. I want to do it now, and nothing's going to get in my way. So, Divine Feminines, having said all that, happy spring, happy Aries season. Let's see what blessings, what power messages, what's the highest and greatest good the angels have for you today. So thank you, angels and guides, for being here with me in the Divine Feminine Collective. Wow. Let's talk about this. Shekinah, the presence of what? The Divine Feminine, starting the reading. At the center of everything, there is light, and I am that light. You're the light, Divine Feminines. 144, I just saw. You are the center. You are a lighthouse. You're brilliant. You're luminous. You're here to shine bright, to stand in your power, to be all that you're meant to be. This is who you are. We have the beautiful Christ Divine and the feminine Christ energy coming onto the planet, really helping to motivate us, to have us tap into our feminine intuition, to trust our own voice again, right? Because for how long now, right? Women have been told to be quiet, to sit in the corner, they should be barefoot and pregnant. Um, like you can't trust your intuition. You're just crazy, right? So that's, I mean, that's really female, but tapping into that feminine energy, that divine feminine essence has been downplayed, like females have been downplayed on this earth plane, right? So it's about honoring and respecting the divine mother that lives within us, like honoring and respecting the goddess energy that lives in us, that creates worlds, right? That's the bridge between heaven and earth. That's the Kickstarter for all the manifestations on this earth, because before things can come into physical being, it had to be thought of first, right? It had to be felt. So it's this energy, your delicious, creative, fiery, luminous, sparking energy really coming online and just shining forth in the newest way. This is a spring equinox. It's about new beginnings, things really taking forward. So this is about you just shining bright and having all the stuff just like magnify and amplify and be drawn into your life. You're literally, I love this for you. I love this for you. You are a light, divine, feminine. Don't ever forget who you are. That kid, they came out at the same time. Dockany, the enlightened feminine. I am done with the done. What is the divine feminine? Our intuition, right? What does this say? My gut instinct is wine beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. You can't make this shit up. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Divine feminine, step into your feminine power with all of your being, with all of your gusto. Stop playing small. Stop letting people tell you you're crazy. Stop thinking that you're not good enough. That is a lie, is a lie, is a lie. You are powerful. You are divine. You are the light. I love the Dakini because she's the energy of an answer that you're gonna get that's not gonna just be like black or white, right? Like I'm very like that. Black, white, yes, no, up, down, in, out, right? But she's the gray area. She's not doing heaven so much, she's not doing the earth so much. She's playing in the stars, maybe. She's doing her own thing. She's gonna figure it out and how it feels good to her. She's making it happen, right? She's independent, she's strong. Like I don't even think she really has a divine masculine counterpart, because none can really like equal her, because she's just a badass like that, right? She just takes a little bit of heaven, takes a little bit of earth, takes a little bit of the galaxies, and makes it into her own thing, and knows that because this is what she wants to do, this is her creative spark, this is her essence, it's going to be perfect, it's going to be divine, it's going to shine motherfucking bright. Shine so bright. I am in love with this for you. We're going to pull one more. We're going to pull one more. Wow. Okay. Or two. No, we're not doing. No, we're not doing three cards. I'm taking the one. These two also came out, but I'm not taking them. But you should see them because they came out. Rabia, the queen of saintly women, and the Black Madonna, the lady, Our Lady of Hermits. So this is going to be another message for some of you. I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. All right, so here's some underlying energies going on with you divine feminines. Healing, transmuting, grinding, doing the work, healing, looking at your past, looking at your soul contracts, looking at your Akashic records, tapping into your lineage. Like you're doing all of that shit behind the scenes and you're shining bright. Don't think it's for nothing. It's not for nothing. Like trust me, the divine sees everything that you got going on. Everything, 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 yep, everything, everything. Wow, yeah. This came up today while I was talking to another light worker. The goddess of all that flows, I am an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. Actually, I was talking to Turquoise Majesty, who was on here YouTube with me. Go check her out. We do dope fun together with entertainment. But she and I were talking about a ritual of just going by the water and releasing any blocks or stagnant energy into the ocean and connecting with Yumoya and just really giving that energy anything that's blocking to her, but also knowing that she's coming in to clear all blocks. Like she comes in to clear blocks. Anywhere that there might be an emotional block, anywhere there's stagnant energy, anywhere that you might have been blocked from your creativity or your gifts, she comes in to help clear those blocks out the way, to help us tap into our emotions, tap into our feminine essence, and really to express things from our heart, right? It's incredible. Wow. Maya Bago, the warrior saint. I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. So some of you divine feminines, and I'm feeling this a lot as you've been on this path, right? On this path of love and light and standing in your divine feminine essence. It's been a lot of hard work, right? It's been a lot of hard work, and sometimes that work can seem painless and you've been dealing with pain and suffering and trauma and loss and drama and some of your parents, right? But it's really been a lot of work and it can seem thankless. It literally can seem thankless, but it's not. You're about to get a lot of blessings and a lot of support from the universe because you've been going so hard, because you've been sticking to your path, because you've been honoring what you need to do, right? Because you've been looking for the answers and searching and asking questions and doing your work and seeing things beyond the constructs, right? You're looking past the paradigms. You're tapping into your intuition. You're tapping into your essence. You're tapping into your inner knowing, and it's changing your life. Not only on the spiritual level, but here on a physical level, like here in the 3D realm, you're about to get blessed. This light that you've been embodying, this energy that's been before you, this all these creative sparks, right? Everything that you've been moving towards, like the universe, God is here showing you like this hard work wasn't for nothing. I got your back. I got your back. We've seen the pain, we've seen the suffering, we've seen the hard work, we've seen the healing, we've seen you doing the damn thing, we've seen you showing up when it's hard, we've seen the tears, we've seen the pain, we've seen it all. And it wasn't for nothing. Trust and believe you're about to be held all the way down now. This Aries season, this spring equinox, is about to be a whole good look for you. Whole good look. All right, let's see what Gaia got. Thank you, Gaia, for connecting me with the divine feminines. What do we have for them? Okay, 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 okay. Well, okay. Rude. Like, all three cards came out at once. That's fine. Bottom of the deck, mountain, strength. This is who you are, divine feminine. Strong, powerful, resilient, stoic, standing in your power, right? A mountain gets hit by all types of weather and animals living on it. Everything is going on, but it's still standing there in its majesty. It's still standing there above it all. It's still standing there showing you that it's rock solid. That is who you are at the end of the day. I thought three cards came out. I'm sorry, it was four cards that came out. Divine Feminines. Let's see what it is. Waterfall, effortless. This is the energy of being in that flow, right? This is Yumoja. Yumo, Yumoja? Yeah. I don't know how you say her name, but she's amazing. Coming in and just showing you to be in the flow of things. Open yourself up, flow, be easy, just let it come. Water is the most powerful element on this earth because it does not force anything. And it can get through anything. It's going to get through a crack, it's going to get through whatever. And it's going to take its time, it's going to wear things down, even mountains, right? Over time. Understand the strength that you have in being effortless and going with the flow of the Creator and the Most High God. Creation, dream time. Again, we're just coming out of Pisces season where we took all of that energy, that creative energy, those creative sparks. We were in our imaginations. We were seeing the world through different eyes, right? We were looking at things a little bit differently. And it's time to bring that in. It's time to ground that in, right? Things were a little bit in the dark until that full moon in Virgo illuminated a lot of things. So a lot of things that you didn't know before, a lot of truths, a lot of understandings that you didn't have an awareness of all are all coming to the light, right? Again, just like you, coming into the light, the veil is being lifted, right? Things are going to start to become clearer. Things are going to start to make more sense to you. You're going to have a much deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you in the next few weeks and coming months. Perspective, yeah. Shifts in perspectives are happening, right? We're taking a step back. We're seeing things from a different way. You're seeing things from a different way. It's time for you to take a step back and not just accept what you've been told, but to do your own thing. This is you standing in your power. You are the light. You are it. No matter where you are, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter how dark it might seem around you, you are the light. And understanding that perspective will have you change everything. You'll know it, you'll have the confidence to go wherever you need to go because you're standing in the light. It'll never be dark again. Even in the veiledness, right? Even in the clouds, even when it seems like nothing is coming through, that light is still coming through. Doesn't matter how foggy it is, you still see the little remnants of light. That is you. That is always going to be you. I love that. Sacred destiny. Hello. Hello. Thank you, angels. What do we have for the divine feminine? Still, no, I'm not doing that. Nope, 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 nope. Start with this. Diligence. Again. Seeing things from what? A higher perspective. Look how high that bird is flying up, right? Yeah, we do our due diligence. Yeah, we show up. We keep doing the work. But it's time for you to look at things from a different perspective. I'm telling you, divine feminines, your answers are not going to look the way that you've been told, the way that you've been guided. It's time for you to look at things a little bit differently. Do your work. Do your studying. Study your craft. Really express yourself. Do some research, maybe. Maybe some of you want to start taking classes again or something like that. Like, if that's what you feel called to do, find a mentor or something like that. Do the due diligence to have you step back and look at things from a higher perspective because there are new truths and awarenesses and guidance available to you during this time. Power. Look at that lightning, right? Over the mountaintop. And what was the mountain telling us? Of our strength. So it's time for you to remember your inner strength, your inner power, your divinity, your sovereignty, who you are at the end of the day as a divine feminine. This is who you are. You're powerful. You're a powerful being. And stop being so hard on yourself, right? It's okay to take a step back every once in a while and to just chill out and to be and to acknowledge where you're at on this path and to acknowledge how far you've come, right? It's not about always going in and going hard and going in and going hard and going in and going hard. It's time. Feminine energy, right? That's masculine energy. We're going in, going hard, going in. We're in feminine energy. We're inside. We're chilling. We're thinking, we're feeling, right? That's the high priestess energy of being introspective, of maybe doing our research. Again, some of you might be wanting to go to school or study a class, but it's about just being one with our thoughts, being one with our own intuition, being one with our own innate guidance and our inner power and our inner strength, and not looking for it externally, knowing that all of those answers reside within us because we are the light at the end of the day and we are what brings the illumination to the darkness. That's who we are as feminine energy. Bottom of the deck, transformation. Big changes will be happening with this equinox. Big changes coming in with Aries season, right? All for your highest and greatest good to take you to the next and greatest level of yourself. Sorry, babies. So, now, let's do a gateway. Thank you, angels and guides. What do you have for the Divine Feminine Collective? Okay. Soaring into joy. I love it. Childlike wonder fills my life. Again, with the Aries season, right? Aries is the baby of the zodiac. So it's about having fun. We just have the card of relaxation. Like, go out there and play a little. Yes, you're a light worker, and so you have to work your life, but it's not about going hard. Again, it's the feminine energy. Feminine energy. Think mothering energy, right? Very nurturing, very playful, very just sweet, right? You like taking care of children, making sure they have whatever they need, that they're having fun, that they have their snacks, that they got their rest, that they're healthy, right? It's like that kind of nurturing and lovingness. Like give that energy to yourself right now. Go out there and have fun. Play a game. Go get out in nature. Uh, watch a comedy. Like do something that just feels good for you. Do something that feels good because when we're feeling good and we're raising our vibration, guess what? The world shows up for us. Mending bridges. I heal rifts. I am a mender. So resolutions occurring right after that Virgo full moon because we had a release of a lot of energy, and a lot of that release could have been old traumas, dramas, situations where you're finally just letting stuff go, right? You're like, again, you're seeing things from a higher perspective and you're letting stuff go. We're not taking things as personally anymore. We're willing to open up our hearts and to heal these relationships. The energy of Archangel Raguel coming in and just like bringing some harmony and joy into relationships. But I mostly feel like this isn't even an external relationship because of the feminine and masculine like imagery here and the silhouettes. I feel like this is us finding that for ourselves, right? Like coming into peace and harmony within ourselves, learning to love our feminine and masculine energies, learning to have that balance, learning to be kinder to ourselves, right? Learning our own self-worth and realizing that we are the bridge between heaven and earth here, right? We are physical incarnates here if that's what we choose to be. So I feel like it's that healing of like your divine feminine, your divine masculine, like your inner child and your adult self, like that whole energy. Beautiful. Beautiful. More water energy. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's get one more for the divine feminine. Thank you, angels and guides. What else do the divine feminines need to know? Awakening ancient wisdom. Wow. The divine masculines had a card similar to this coming out. So for it seems like the collective, a lot of crown chakra activity going on, a lot of third eye, a lot of um things just opening up. Hold on, somebody's knocking on the door. Sorry about that, beloved. Somebody was knocking on the door. Well, there's no mistakes in tarot, right? So again, doorways being opening, opportunities presenting themselves, maybe interruptions that you're not expecting, but that aren't a problem, right? But as we're awakening this ancient wisdom, and I love the fact that there was someone knocking on the door, it's almost like this wisdom is going to wake you up. It's going to like knock you upside your head and almost like propel you forward, right? It's like, again, it's a whole new perspective. You're going to see things in a whole new light. It's going to mean something more to you. And this is the energy of your ancestors. This is the energy of you from all your past lives coming down and being activated at this time, right? Like all the stuff that's lying dormant within your DNA and your cellular structure is now being activated, activated, activated. And you're going to be blessed with more activations in your third eye. You're going to be blessed with more activations in your crown chakra. If you start to get pressure in your head or start to feel headaches, right? Drink some water, rest. Sometimes covering your head like this and just breathing into it will release some of that pressure as you're getting all of this all these activations. Okay, I know that's a lot, but it is. Deep inner knowing is emerging within me. So as this stuff is emerging, again, it's not going to look like the black or white up and down stuff that we've known. This is knowledge beyond these worlds, right? Beyond what you learn in school every day. This is going to be so deep and so just such a blessing to you when you just keep yourself open to it, just understanding like you don't have you don't have to know why you know these things, right? It doesn't have to make sense to anyone. It doesn't even have to make sense to you, but you'll know it at a cellular level. You'll know it as your truth, right? It's like it's like me with my body, and I call myself a human weather vane, right? Because I pick up on weather patterns where I'm at before they come. we can be outside. It could be sunny as shit outside. All of a sudden, if it's gonna like be a cold storm that night, like I'll start freezing like out of nowhere, right? Everybody else will be like tank tops and I'll have on like a sweatshirt and fucking scarf or whatever. And people are looking at me like I'm crazy, but I'm like, oh, the weather might be dropping later. I don't know how I know that, but I've learned that when I tapped into what that was going on, my feelings, I was picking up and I was like, huh, you're like a human weather vane. That's new, and I'm like, okay. And I just keep going. Like, I don't need to know. I don't ask questions. Oh, why do I know? How does my body? I don't give a fuck how it works. I just know that sometimes I get hot, sometimes I get cold. I dress accordingly, and I just wait for the weather to show up to confirm whatever the fuck it was I was feeling in my body, and I move on with my life. You know what I mean? So for some of you, it's going to be like that. It's like, you don't know how you know. My hands. I had no idea that my hands were energy chakras and a healer. I didn't know none of that. I was giving people massages out of love. I'm cooking out of love. I know if I have a conversation with someone and I talk to them, sometimes if I'm touching them, things changed or moved. I didn't understand what any of that meant. I didn't need to. Wasn't my job to question. I just used the gifts that God gave me. Now I'm like, okay, maybe I can like hone those energies and figure it out so I can use them in like a broader way to help more people. But I don't question it too much, right? Because this is the stuff that we picked up over the ages from our past lives and that are gifted to us by our ancestors. Like, we already know this. We already went through the lessons, which is how we got these skills and we're able to bring them forth into this now reality, right? So don't over question your gifts. Just open your heart. Just what? Just open your heart. Do what? Listening with your heart. You can't make this shit up. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. I trust the messages I receive. What? From my heart. Open your heart. Every answer you need is within you. You are the light, divine feminine. You are the light. You are the light. That was the greatest and best thing that came to you. It's about time during this season to shift your thoughts to a higher perspective, to really have fun again and to start looking at things from a broader perspective, right? Observe, not absorb, observe. Just take a step back and just take a look. See the big picture of things. And then from that energy, use that to push you forward. All right? I love you. 2222. The universe loves you. God loves you. The angels surround you. And we'll talk to you soon. Later, beloveds.